I already gave him his warning. Fight like your life depends on it, because it does.
It just pisses me off. And then
you're good. Take a break.
There are moments in boxing history that shake the sport to its core. And right now, we're living through one of them. Mike Tyson, one of the most feared men to ever lace up gloves, has just fired a verbal shot that sent shockwaves through the internet, and it was aimed squarely at Jake Paul. This isn't just about a fight. This is about legacy versus loudness, about an era-defining legend clashing with a digital-era disruptor. Tyson didn't just talk trash, he made it personal. He called out Jake Paul not just for his antics, but for what Tyson sees as blatant disrespect for the sport of boxing itself. And Jake? Well, for once, the so-called problem child isn't laughing. He's rattled. The man who built an empire through YouTube and brash self-promotion is now facing something he's never encountered before, a living legend who doesn't play games and doesn't back down. Tyson's words weren't just insults, they were a warning, a challenge, and a promise all wrapped into one dot with the showdown. Set for November 15th, and the world watching, this has become more than a fight. It's a generational clash. And trust me, Jake Paul has never been under pressure like this before.
The baddest man on the planet, Iron Mike Tyson, making his return to boxing this summer, and he's facing former YouTube star Jake Paul in Texas. Now, the whole thing is going to be streamed exclusively on Netflix. The fight is Tyson's second boxing match since 2005. He will be 58 years old.
Let's be real, Jake Paul is no stranger to controversy. He's turned trash talk into an art form and hype into a business strategy. But this time, he might have taken it too far. Because when you start poking at a beast like Mike Tyson, you better be ready for the consequences. Since day one, Jake has taunted Tyson, using his platform to stir the pot and throw shade. Maybe he thought Mike was just another faded icon he could outtalk and outtrend. But here's the thing, Mike Tyson isn't a meme. He's a machine, and he doesn't take disrespect lightly. We're talking about a man who ruled boxing with iron fists, literally. A man who once bit a piece of his opponent's ear off during one of the most infamous fights in history. Mike Tyson is danger, legacy, and discipline all rolled into one. And Jake Paul just challenged all three. The internet might see Jake as the king of clout, but Tyson sees something else, a kid playing with fire. And now that fire is coming straight for him. The tension is rising, and this isn't just a fight anymore. It's personal. Very personal.
Your ass, you punk white boy, you faggot. You can't touch me, you're not man enough. I eat your ass.
In the fight world, respect isn't given, it's earned. And right now, Mike Tyson has made it very clear, Jake Paul hasn't earned his. In a series of scathing comments, Tyson tore into Jake's carefully crafted image as a rising boxing star. And he didn't just throw shade, he broke down Jake's entire career. Tyson called him out for cherry-picking opponents, dodging real threats, and pretending to be something he's not. To Iron Mike, Jake isn't a boxer, he's a performer, a master of marketing, but a rookie in the ring. And it's not just about Jake's opponents, it's about what Tyson believes Jake represents. In Mike's eyes, Jake is part of a generation that wants to skip the hard work, avoid the grind, and get straight to the fame. But Tyson came from an era where you bled for respect. You fought monsters. You didn't tweet your way to stardom, you earned it with fists. The message is clear. If Jake wants to be a real boxer, it's time to stop talking and start proving. And Mike Tyson is ready to be that test. The wall Jake's been climbing just turned into a mountain.
Obviously, devastating news. I'm heartbroken, speechless, gutted. We've been working so hard over here, everyone in this camp, and I just feel bad for everyone involved in this event, the whole undercard. This opportunity has been ripped from all of us, but I do value Mike's health first and foremost. Love that guy, I have so much respect for him, and I want Mike to be healthy. And he says he still is going to knock me out, and I bought myself some time. So Mike is still talking shit over there. But Mike, if you want to do this, like you said, behind closed doors, behind the scenes, you've said you want to do this in Q4. You just need a little bit of time. So I'm ready whenever you are. This is too big of an opportunity. I think this fight's going to change the world. And I turn all my L's into W's. That's a motto I live by. The universe makes no mistakes, so let's see what's in store. But sorry this didn't work out. To everyone, the fans, love you guys.
The world was counting down the days. July 20th, 2024 was supposed to be the night the boxing world stopped and stared. The night Jake Paul faced off against Mike Tyson. But then, everything changed. Jake came forward with news that stunned fans. He said Tyson was too sick to fight, citing health concerns after an ulcer flare-up during a flight. On the surface, it looked like compassion. But dig a little deeper, and the story gets murky. Yes, Tyson did suffer a medical episode. But within days, his team, and Tyson himself, confirmed he was fine. He was training again. Focused. Determined. He even posted video proof. So why postpone the fight? Critics say Jake saw an opening. A reason to delay. Maybe he needed more time. Maybe he got cold feet. Maybe he never truly wanted to face Tyson to begin with. Because facing Mike Tyson isn't just about throwing punches, it's about confronting greatness. Now the fight is in limbo, and questions hang in the air. Was Jake being cautious? Or was he playing the ultimate game of avoidance? Either way, one thing's certain, Tyson's ready. The fans are ready. And Jake's running out of excuses.
Day 2, I'm getting ready for you.
Imagine you bought tickets to a legendary concert, only to find out the headliner was replaced last minute. That's how fans felt when Jake Paul announced a sudden change in opponents, ditching Mike Tyson and signing a new deal to fight Mike Perry instead on July 20th, 2024. Let's get one thing straight, Mike Perry isn't a pushover. He's a wild, tough, unpredictable former UFC fighter who's made a name for himself in bare-knuckle brawling. But still, he's not Mike Tyson. This was supposed to be a once-in-a-generation fight. A cultural moment. Jake versus Tyson was more than just two names, it was an epic clash of eras. But now? Fans are wondering if Jake's just trying to protect his record instead of his legacy. The switch feels strategic. Safer. Calculated. Perry is dangerous, but he's not a legend. He doesn't come with the same pressure, the same aura, the same risk. It's a detour, and fans know it. So the question remains, will Jake Paul ever go back and finish what he started with Tyson? Or will this be remembered as the moment he took the easier road?
The news is true, folks. I, Jake Paul, will be fighting Mike Perry, Tampa, Florida.
Jake Paul thought he could change the narrative. Replace Tyson with Perry. Pivot. Reset. Move on. But Mike Tyson isn't letting him off the hook that easy. And neither is the public. As Jake gears up to fight Mike Perry, Tyson is watching from the sidelines, but he's not staying silent. Rumors of a $300 million lawsuit from Tyson's camp have surfaced, and suddenly Jake's new matchup doesn't feel like a clean escape, it feels like a trap closing in. Tyson knows what's at stake. This wasn't just another exhibition. It was a headline fight that had the whole world buzzing. And Jake Paul? He was front and center, calling out legends, mocking critics, promising knockouts. But now, with Tyson sidelined, he's shifted gears and changed tone. The public isn't buying it. They see a man dodging destiny. Running from the moment that could either define him or destroy his image. Meanwhile, Tyson continues to train. To speak. To challenge. And to remind Jake that this story isn't over. Social media is on fire. And sooner or later, Jake will have to answer the bell.